Happy Tuesday, Facebook land. Excited to connect up with you and talk about the important matters of the heart. Had some ideas I want to just share with you today. I hope that they're going to be inspirational to you and can help you to have a great week, great month. November 1st is a great time just to come back and, reflect on, what was accomplished in October. What did you accomplish? What did you fall short on? And begin to look at a new month, new opportunity, begin to focus on the future rather than on the past. We can learn from the past, but focusing on the future is so much more productive for us. And what I like to do is I like to be able to talk to you about something that's extremely important, which is the things that are on your heart. Each and every one of us have something that's on our heart. And oftentimes we get busy with the chaotic world and it takes us away from the things that we're passionate about. And so I want you to think more about what it is that would really do it for you. There's a great passage that says, whatever you treasure, there your heart will be also. Where is your heart today? On November 1st, 2016, is your heart caught up in the things that really matter to you? Are you putting your heart where you want your treasure to be? Or is your heart tied up in a bunch of stuff that really doesn't matter? Are you caught up in the job? Are you caught up in the political stuff? Are you caught up in the negativity that is being cast upon you by your negative friends and relatives? Whatever it is that's maybe got your heart today, it's a good time just to come back and look at the acronym treasure. If you take the word treasure and you spell it out, my good friend Monty Sharp shared this with me a long time ago when I was just beginning to grasp some of these principles on where I wanted my heart and where I wanted my treasure to be at. And he said to spell out the word treasure, and the T was representative of your time. Where are you spending your time right now? Are you putting it into the areas that matter? Right now you may have a shortage on time because you have an overflow of bills or responsibilities. You are busy running the kids around, or you have a lot of stuff, projects to do, and so you don't have a lot of time. But each and every one of us has time. 168 hours to be exact. Every week we got 168 hours, and we get to choose what we do with those 168 hours. When you look at your time, are you treasuring what's on your heart? How about the R? The next one is resources. If you were to go in and have your checkbook evaluated, if it was to be audited, would you be convicted of having passion around the things that you're spending money on? Or are you beginning to spend money on things that really don't matter to you and you want to change that? What about the area of eagerness? What are you the most eager to do? What are you doing right now that's getting you up early in the morning and keeping you up late at night that is getting you excited? Have you lost that loving feeling? Has your heart been robbed? Have you had your heart stolen by something that really doesn't matter to you? How about your abilities? Are you using your unique abilities to do the things in life that you really wanted to do? Or are you just going to a 9 to 5 job because it's safe? Are you doing things in your life that you've wanted to do in terms of hobbies? Going into the holiday season, it's only going to get busier. You're only going to get more chaotic in your life unless you choose right now to put in the things that really matter, the priorities, if you will. The S in the word treasure stands for space. Look at your space around you. Are the things that surround you, the magazines, the books, the blogs, if I was to look at the front page of your smartphone, if you have one, what are the apps that dominate you, that are robbing your heart? Are those things the things that really matter to you? Hey, we could all use improvement, right? Each and every one of us can come back and do a little reprioritization on the first of every month. What will you choose to do with the space around you? Maybe it's the idea of your pantry. Does your pantry represent your health goals? Does your refrigerator represent your health goals? If I was to come in and look at your pantry and refrigerator, would I say this person could be convicted of being a healthy person? If being healthy is on your heart, you have to organize your life around what matters most. And that starts with, oftentimes, priorities. What are the things that matter to you? How about utterances? That's the you in the word treasure. What are you talking the most about? Are you talking negatively? Are you blaming other people for your circumstances? Or are you accepting responsibility and going out there and living above the line, creating the life that you want to live? Hey, we can all fall into the blame game, right? If it was your parents' fault long time ago, it may not be your parents' fault now. It may be your fault. And you may have to accept that responsibility for the lack of discipline or the lack of choices. What about your boss or your employer? If they're making your life miserable, will you accept responsibility and take your life to the next level and organize the things that matter most to you in your heart? If you want a new opportunity, if you want new places to go, if you want new hobbies, if you want a new spouse or a new friendship, you have to choose to go out there and create it. You have to make it a priority in your heart. You have to treasure what it is that you want. And treasuring means putting your heart around it. The next one is recreation. That's the final R in the word treasure. Recreation. What are you doing for recreation? Are you doing mindless things or are you doing things that are really fun for you? You may say, well, I don't have the money to do the things that I want to do. Well, there's a different perspective that I'd like to share with you. One way of saying it is, I can't afford it. Another way of saying it is, how can I afford it? So when you start to flip the switch and start thinking about, you know what, I may not have the kind of recreational life or the hobbies and the interests that I really want. I'm not traveling as much as I want. But now may be the time that you start thinking about, how can I afford that? You know, there's a lot of people out there that are doing a side hustle, whether that might be, a hobby that they're doing for work. Maybe they're refinishing furniture, they're refinishing cars, they're, painting houses, they're painting cars, they're doing all kinds of fun stuff. Health coaches are oftentimes people that are not necessarily full-time health coaches like I am, but they are in a position where they are doing things that they're passionate about and they're earning an income doing it. What is it that you could do to create the finances to do the things in life that you want to do, that matter to your heart? Going into the holidays, you may be looking at it going, I don't have the finances to give the gifts that I want to give. Well, how could you have the finances? What could you begin to do? You may say, I don't have the time to do much. Well, how can I find the time? What can I delegate? What can I defer? What can I delete from my schedule to create the time to do the things in my life that matter to my heart? The final E in the word treasure is the area of energy. Where are you allowing your energy to go? Are you wasting energy on being mad or sad? Are you in your position where you are depressed? Now, obviously, there's things out there that you may not have control over from a medical standpoint, but all you can do is all you can do. What can you do to put energy into the things that refuel your energy? I can tell you this from previous experience and from the testimonials of others that I've had a chance to interview on this concept, is it's people that actually go out there and give you positive energy, hanging out with people that are positive, doing things that matter to your heart, starting with eating healthier, exercising. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, said, "Let thy food be thy medicine." What kind of medicine are you putting into your body in terms of the healthy version? Are you allowing your body to heal itself? Or are you continuing to poison it with things that are robbing you of your heart's full function? Are you treasuring health? And are you organizing your life around it? People all the time say, I don't have the time to exercise. How can you find the time to exercise? What can you begin to do? This is where your life will begin to change. And you could postpone and say it's after the holidays that is going to be my time to really go after this thing. Or you could say it's after the Super Bowl or it's after the kids get out of school. You can keep on procrastinating, or you can do it today. I love that quote from the Music Man that says, too many tomorrows will only give you a bunch of empty yesterdays. What are you going to prioritize in your heart and begin to treasure? There's great strategy that I like to share, and I'll wrap up with this. Is the first thing that I would do is that I would focus on what is important to you. Clarify what is important to you right now this month. Is it your health? Is it your relationships? Is it your spirituality? Is it your career? Is it going into 2017 with a better business plan or a better career plan? Do you have something that you really want to accomplish in one of those categories? Or maybe something in each one of those categories? Let's put it down on paper. And then let's begin to assess which is the highest priority. And let's put them in order of a priority so that you get them into your calendar. You may find that you have 175 hours worth of activity and you only have 168 hours to do it. Well, then you can come back and you can balance the time budget. And when you begin to prioritize and get focused on the thing that really makes a difference to your life, you'll begin to change your life. The last thing is to plan. Create that plan. Put it down in writing. Put those SMART goals into place. Make sure that your goals are not just some loosely held dreams or fantasies, but that you actually have some concrete goals that are SMART. They're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're realistic, and they're time sensitive. That's the SMART goal acronym. When you begin to set SMART goals and you have a plan, you know what you want and why you want it, and you know what the most important things are, you will begin to find your heart again. And you'll begin to treasure the things in life that you truly value. And you'll live a very successful and a very significant life. I hope this picks you up on your Tuesday. And if you have some comments about the video, I'd sure love to see them below. Share it with a friend if you'd like. Have a great week, everybody.